But anyways, we are live. So, let's see here. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to the first storm chase of the 2026 season. Currently, we are outside of, well, Ripley here soon, Ripley, Ohio. And we've been waiting for about a few hours now for a storm to pop off. Uh, Other than what's already been started prior. And this one that we are currently on, that is just northwest of Russellville, is currently our prime target. As of right now, that's really the only developing storm in the area. As of the last ecotop, it is currently sitting at about 19,000 feet.
Oh, good. So the top of
Probably.
is the highest they were getting was 13 and then 17.
Yeah.
So this time, that's double.
But if that doesn't work out, then there's always probably going to be more storms popping up. But each storm that we've been seeing has been slowly getting stronger and stronger. Well, higher and higher, I should say, before fizzling out. It's probably only a matter of time before one does actually stick around and begin its little time. So, we're going to follow this one until it looks like it's about dying. And then, if anything, we'll probably just circle back to, like, either just staying in Ripley or Russellville if this one does indeed die. Let's see here. It might survive if it can get high enough. Let's see here. It looks like it's still growing. I just hope that the energy isn't eaten up. That would suck. The spotter location keeps updating.
We are going into a bit of a mountainous region, so we
We
might
might
have low
lose.
visibility.
Okay.
Because eastern Ohio is part of the Appalachian Mountains.
It is fine.
Pretty colonial style house. Sitting up on top of the hill. Majestic as hell.
Wish we had more echo tops.
Hello, if anybody's there. I don't know if anybody's there. Hello.
Yes, there is currently someone there. So, hopefully, this does do something. From the looks of it, it does seem to be developing quite nicely. It just needs to keep developing.
I can actually get up and go instead of going for a Sunday drive.
Well, if anything, at least it was.
Sorry.
At least we went outside and did some exploring.
This doesn't qualify as touching grass, though.
I could just go outside and just rub my hand through the grass.
It is nice to smell the atmosphere, though.
Hmm.
Smell the changes, feel the pressures. Touch grass.
To 6 32.
Just make sure you're not taking us on tiny roads. It's got to be a state road or bigger because whenever you get up in these mountains, we don't
Yep.
want county roads because county roads can turn into dirt roads real quick.
Yep, that's what I'm keeping us on.
And while that's cool out in the plains and whatnot, you can't do that here.
This
in
ain't
mountains.
this ain't the plains. This is Appalachia. But yes, it is indeed developing. I think it's moving rather quickly.
I guess it could be over on top of a bridge here.
It is.
We're headed northeast, so it would be over this way. Right, would be a little
I'll
that
go
way.
just turn that a bit. Or if anything's out there, at least you'll see it. I think it's more that way though, that area.
So it looks like we're heading into the foothills. That's not bad. That's not like around the house.
There.
We won't get as many switchbacks.
But it is
We've
indeed
got rain
developing.
directly ahead of us, yeah.
Yep. Okay. So what we're actually looking at, that does seem to be the forward flank. A developing one, anyways. Whether we'll see. But there is indeed a tail, so it is growing. So I think we're getting into prime position, hopefully within the next 10-20 minutes. There. That should do.
You say stay on 62? So
Yep,
towards
stay on
Pleasantville?
62.
So this way. Right?
Yep.
So this doesn't look too bad. Maybe we are. I think we have to foothills and flatter ground.
Hope so, because this actually.
It could be to our benefit to see it.
Yep.
Anything happens.
Stop it. It just needs to keep developing. Whether it will, it looks like it is.
When you look on this side, we got a little bit of downdraft on that side. You can see it. Clouds coming down. On the left side over here. It's not strong, but you can see a little bit just because of the rain on this side.
I don't think that's a part of it, though.
You don't think so? It's over here.
I don't think we're really close enough to tell anything.
See, you got the rain and then a little bit of the tail at the end of the rain. Like, it's not strong. It's not. It wouldn't be strong enough to pop something.
No, this is like way too early. I think it takes like an hour, hour and a half before that happens.
Put the time limit on it, huh?
Well, that's just based off of.
It does take a while for storm development.
Well, I'm basing that off the Eddyville one. That one did take.
You're still a baby chaser, though. And every storm is different.
Yes. But that's how long it took from.
I'm just saying, referencing the, what, 3-4 storms we've chased. It's not a wide enough subset of the
Nope.
data to sample from yet.
This still seemed to be developing, though. From the looks of it. It's still stuck at like 18 to 19,000 feet at its peaks. But that's about it.
The part that I was looking at, we broke away from clouds, so I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just pointing out funny shapes of clouds. and drop.
Let's see. I think it's just.
Grateful that we're not the olds. Maybe, alright, I'll trust you on some smaller roads then, because at least this won't be switch paths.
Well, we can just stick on this road.
This looks flatter than Western Kentucky.
What do you mean it's not responding? It's saying that YouTube is not responding. I say BS. It does seem to be responding. Yep. Because I can see it's live. YouTube trying to pump fake me.
Did you put on there that others could specific channels could use it or stream it for informational purposes?
Huh?
I don't know. In the description, do you want to put the other channels can stream it for informational purposes?
I didn't really do that.
Since we'll probably be the
To be honest.
To be honest, we'll probably be the only chasers up here. You know, we don't really have to deal with any.
I think there is another chaser up here, though I don't know where they are. Worst comes to worst.
I just want to make sure, like, other streaming channels can get the word out to the people that need it if we do need spot something. And they're not able to show our footage if they don't have rights to it.
I don't control that, to be honest. That's YouTube.
Explicit permission in writing. That's what I'm saying. Even in descriptions, you can give explicit permission.
Description's already done. I ain't gonna fuck with it. Description's already done. I ain't gonna mess with it. This one does look pretty mute, though.
You don't think it's going to do anything, or
It might if it just can break the cap.
maybe sitting up this way isn't too bad.
Because I think
Honestly,
it's just. Because it's only 4 o'clock.
yeah.
This is Russellville. I'm assuming.
Old clapboard 1920s Sears houses, early 1900s Cadillac houses. That's so cute. I love their paint job.
It's just not updated yet? No. Because it's the same thing. Yay, and it's not going to change. Oh, there we go. Let's see here. Then it'd be to the northeast of us. Which will be right around that area. Okay, maybe I'll get a perfect view. Well, I can't really see anything, mainly because of just the cloudiness. I can't tell if it's growing or not.
I think we can see as the base at the bottom of it, so if there's anything rotating.
There is enough. I don't know if anything really will out of this one. For now, anyways. It is holding itself together. It's doing at least that much.
If that had some background.
Problem with this one is though that it is not getting any higher. It is still stuck at between 18 to 19,000 feet.
There's a little bit of system that I don't
Mm-mm.
peek through those clouds. You can peek through the lower levels, but it doesn't have much height. That's the front end of it.
Can you load the scan, please?
Well,
There we go. It was just taking its time in loading the scan. Yes, we are out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
so we're not getting good signal.
Nope. That's fine though.
Is it still recording at least?
Yes.
Okay.
So worst case scenario.
You just upload it later.
Yep.
32, you said, right?
Yep.
That's
32.
junction is 62. No, you just said E62. It doesn't say junction.
Wish I knew how fast these storms were moving.
You want to turn on Rosewall for a minute?
Mm-mm. I don't feel like getting the copyright thing. Plus, I ain't too worried about it. It's mainly going to be the South being talked about.
Yeah.
We're on the storm we want to be on.
Huh?
We're on the storm we want to be on, because I see like no other storm that has any amount of potential other than the one we're on. And unfortunately, it might. It seems to be independent, but it might be getting caught up by the storms to the north. From the looks of it. Maybe it's close enough for that radar.
I haven't passed it yet, have
Huh?
I? I haven't passed 32 yet, have I?
Oof.
What?
Just how terrible that radar looks. I'm trying to figure out this one near Warsaw, but I can't find a good damn radar to figure it out. But no, you have not passed it.
Okay, yeah, I was getting ready to look for like,
Okay, I think that one's just kind of dying out. Well, it's starting to merge with the storms to the north.
some good wind right there. You want to sit somewhere nearby? Or you still want to go up to that area kind of in between, was it Dumas and Union City or something like that?
There's another storm that I'm kind of keeping an eye on that is just south of Cincinnati. Uh, if anything,
Head back towards Maysville.
no. What we'll do is get onto 32, and instead of going right, we'll go left. We're going to go towards Cincinnati, but stop probably towards Batavia. Just to watch this one storm. Maybe it'll do something. Because unfortunately, the one here doesn't look as much promising. Well, doesn't look as promising anymore. This other one, however, I don't fully know whether it's going to get caught up in the line or not.
Lines nearby.
Yeah, this one's not surpassing 19,000 feet at all.
Maybe that's the reason why this target area is close to Maysville, because it'll be closer to the evening, closer to 5 o'clock by the time it gets in there. You get that lower level jet starting to scream by that point, and it's still before the storms. The main line comes through.
Possibility. We won't know. Not until it happens.
What's your gut say? Listen to your instincts, not your logic. Listen to your instincts is take a deep breath, ask your question. You can either ask it out loud or in your head, and then just wait. Don't let your brain sit there and start taking off thinking. Just wait, and you'll suddenly know the right thing to do. Usually within a few moments, you'll get like that gut feeling, like this is it. Even if it feels crazy, go with it. Left, right, or straight?
Left. I was correct. It is. It was indeed merging with the initial line. So I believe that was a good call.
Sounded like it came from your gut. Just blurted it out.
It's 4 o'clock now. New update should be coming up soon.
Looks like it's rained through here recently.
Yep. I can smell it too. Oh yeah, I can definitely smell it. Yeah, we'll head towards Cincinnati. Not go into it, because Lord knows we get stuck there. That's about it. We ain't going any further. But I do see a potential. It really depends on how fast it can grow, if it's growing at all. And if that doesn't work out, well, I think the cold front is just about catching up. So, if anything,
We'd either have to drop south.
we'd either have to drop south, move a little more east, and I guess just hope that something happens.
We have to go south and east because of the cold front. Yeah, gotcha. The north and west.
It's not really dropping. These storms aren't really dropping south, it's more north and east.
Well, the cold front, the way it pushes.
Yes.
I'm talking about the way the cold front pushes. I know that the storms are moving from south to north, or southwest to northeast, but the cold system itself is moving from the northwest to the southeast in general.
About 18,000 feet. It's all just getting stuck there. It'll go up to about 18,000 feet and then just stop. I think the one that goes past the 18,000 feet will probably be the one to be on. Luckily, we've got time to get to it. So I hope that goes well.
We might not have to get specifically to it.
Just near it.
This will probably be the closest place.
Also forgot to bring up chat.
Look at how flat it is in here. Holy crap, it's flat.
This is pretty nice.
It's flat. I can see a little bump. For hell.
I finally pulled chat back up because I didn't realize chat was just uh, down. But
We must be really nowhere since we have giant signs and show us food for guests, and I didn't think this was fucking seriously. Well, I guess it is. Alright. So, nice. I kind of like the whole gated emoji.
I'm doing good. How about you, Chris? We got Chris watching us.
Oh, hey, Chris.
Just a day of chasing a slight risk with just the hope of a tornado. It's outlined up as a possibility.
I don't know if it be too bad over this area since it's.
I like this. Yeah, well, nothing much so far. Though we still got another, what, 3 hours till sundown?
It's been close to 8. 7:50 is, I think from 7:50 is sunset.
Okay. So yeah, about a few more hours before we fully call it. Either that or
Depends on if the cold front takes us first.
yeah. If the cold front overtakes us, then yeah, that's about it. Not much we can do about it. But other than that, it does seem to be staying together though.
I recognize Chris. He's Rosie. He's not. So if you want to go left or right off of a smaller road, second way.
There's no need. We need to get to Batavia first. Because the storm will be passing just southeast of Cincinnati and should be, well, it's going to still take its time. It's still building up, which this is probably the most promising one we've had. Where it's building up, our best bet is to stay out ahead of it. If anything, if we reach it.
I reckon they were treating this like an interstate. It's just you can turn on and off for that rest area. You got across the highway to get to the rest areas. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we can stop in Batavia, and if the storm has not reached around Cincinnati yet, we'll drop down to New Richmond so that we have a better time to just keep with it. Or not New Richmond, Amelia. It all just really depends on what this one's going to do.
Just trust yourself. You've already fought a couple tornadoes already. You're okay. If there's something.
I don't even know if there will be something to catch just because it's not really worried about
But you saw that
catching something.
Well, just a couple of days ago, you know, they had a 2% chance in Michigan, and then at 3, I think it was. I don't remember what was rated for the tornado town. Was it F2 or F3? Michigan?
I don't remember.
Like 3 days ago.
there's still always a possibility,
Most likely.
especially where it's enough to warrant, you know, at least a 2%. It's just a 2% chance that it can happen. Doesn't mean it will, but if it does happen, we'll be on it. But to be honest, there's only one tornado warning, and that's all the way in Pennsylvania.
Okay, okay, it's part of that main line.
Yeah.
Yeah, spin ups are a possibility with that. We don't want to chase spin ups.
Nope, we want supercell based. Because those will be much more fun.
Spin ups
I
are.
do not have the other cams going. I just honestly don't know where the fuck they are.
We were using your camera down here, and my phone connects to
Oh, we were
theirs.
using something else.
We had like four cameras connected all around.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, we don't got the other cameras out. Not this time, anyways. I gotta find them. I think they're like something somewhere in my closet. Unless we just completely took them down and just tossed them somewhere. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be any severe weather for the next week.
I gotta get to the fan and shop anyway. I wasn't prepared for storm chase yet. It's too early for that.
Hmm.
It's not even supposed to be red bug winter. It's already red bug winter. You know, the redbuds are blooming. The magnolias and the bradford pears are all blooming. It's not supposed to happen until last in the March. We already have buttercups, which is cool, but I thought those weren't supposed to start blooming until about the end of March. Only downside about this is what's coming early is all the greenery is already starting, all the flowers and blooming. Well, if we finally get that frost, it kills everything off. We lose our bees, we lose our food.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of stunts the growth of the trees that are already starting. So it's for the plants and animals. Then again, Mother Nature has her own schedule.
Not what we assign them. It's moving.
Yeah, what we're looking for, this is kind of like just dark.
Hmm?
Is that what we're looking at? Or we can't even tell because of all the clouds?
Nope. We ain't looking at it at all. It'd be more that way. A little more to our left. But even then, we're still plenty far away from it. Let's see here. Oh, I can't draw on here. Oh well.
Dark in the stick tree and take out like an interstasis.
What's this?
But, like,
Oh, just a flood advisory. I might just turn those off. Don't really need them. Not for this one, anyways. I think it's just mainly for like the storms behind all these. Shit, too far.
south and east of Cincinnati, is there a place to drop down?
Yes, there's a few places. That's just us in a exploded view. We should be able to get into a good spot for this. If anything,
Yeah, a little bit. I don't like out of a
if anything, we'll stop near Williamsburg instead of Batavia. It all just depends on where it wants to go. New Echo Tops, still at 18,000 feet. It's just having a hard time growing. Like all the other storms, it's just having a hard time trying to grow independently.
most of the ones fire up around 5, 6 o'clock. That's when they really start
Tis 4 o'clock.
that lower level jet stream. So put us in a position ahead of these storms
Well,
about an
the
hour
area
out.
it's currently in is pretty much favorable for tornadoes at this time, or at least in one of the best spots for a tornado. It just needs to pretty much just pop off. It needs to break the cap because it's slowly eroding, but not completely. And if that's not the case, then what's going on is that it's just not having the time to develop.
So I'm saying put us in a position where you have time, have time to develop it. Something already on the screen. Something already up.
Is that us? Yeah, that's us. It's not really taking the shape of a supercell, though. We'll stop at Williamsburg and drop south to Bethel. That should give us a good way. At least with this storm.
That's in this area. Shoot, it's not far from Cincinnati. These are what they want to see. Kind of close to Cincinnati, where can't say close to Cincinnati. It's a few hour drive outside Cincinnati. Be okay. It's probably not.
It's been there for quite some time. It's just that the storm's been active for quite some time.
areas it floods.
Looks funny, yeah.
Ooh, that's a bunch of turkeys over there. Drain. It doesn't look like it drains.
Check these storms that are popping up in the south.
Williams,
Uh,
so we're getting off the exit this next, right? Or we're done?
we're gonna be taking a left whenever we get off at Williamsburg.
So we get off the exit with the left.
Yeah.
That way. So it looks like a flow to me.
I think today is just a bust. The reason why I'm saying that is because there's just so many storms in the area, and the one that we're on right now is weakening. The Lion will catch up to it soon, especially the main one. However, if we really wanted to, we can stay
We're going to Blanchester or Williamsburg.
Williamsburg. So, chances are we're probably not going to get any tornadoes from a supercell.
Okay.
However, we can stick around for the main line.
Okay, how that's.
So, if we just, I don't know, move a little more north, we could just get like right in the path of just kind of like the little cold front storms.
So you want me to turn around and go the other way? No. It's like our biggest issue with travel through here. Well, it's already been raining through here, so there's not like the juice is let out from out of this area.
We'll just stop at Williamsburg and
It's
just,
dropped to 70 degrees. We need something a little warmer and juicier for it to
yeah.
pop.
It just could not get the heating it needed for today. That's unfortunate.
Want me to keep going straight? 133, 276.
Where exactly are we?
Got off the exit the side of Williamsburg, and he said turn right, so I turned right.
Okay, I see where we are now. Make a left next.
Right there, turn left on.
Soon. Unless that's just a railroad.
Oh, there's a river right in front of us.
Then yes. I think. No, it's just a railroad. Why would you make it the same color as a road? Damn Google Maps. We'll just sit in Williamsburg for now and just watch how things develop. If it somehow manages to re-intensify, then we'll go after it, but just head back towards Williamsburg. Which you'll have a road.
There's a stop sign here.
Yeah, there's a road coming up.
It has a backup beeper, probably it's a mobility van.
I also need to stretch my legs, anyways. There is a new blimp showing up, but I don't know if it's a part of the storm going through Batavia right now, or if it's on its own. Probably run into some rain here shortly, though. At least we'll see something. A little drizzle, if we're lucky. Huh?
I just say Williamsburg Middle High School.
I think we'll go until the tornado watches go away.
Clock, I think, is what it is.
Yeah, around 6. They got 2 hours left before they
So I'm turning right up here.
just find somewhere to park. Hey, I was right. We need to fill up at all.
Still at 3/4 of a tank. I've hardly used anything.
Mm. Well, I guess we have only been driving for about an hour. Stream's been only going for, yeah.
Sorry,
About
y'all.
3
We're
hours.
looking at a store. I don't know what. This points you towards some clouds, right?
I'm gonna stretch my legs real quick while I just have the downtime. Smells like a river here.
It smells like it just recently rained.
See that? Rank up your.
Probably just gonna mute up for now. Till there's something to say, you know? So,
let's
Okay.
see. So we continue until 275.
Think so, yeah.
Accident there. Crash 275. Confirmed 18 minutes ago.
Okay, so the plan is to head back into Kentucky through Cincinnati. Because there's like really no other way other than just going all the way back to Maysville. Or like just trying to find another bridge. Which it looks like there might be another opportunity. But that's like um there might be another bridge. If this even is a bridge.
Let's see.
Uh North of Moscow. Though I don't think we can. Wait, hold on.
It's telling me to go into onto 275. And go
Yeah.
back to 275 and drop down and across through Cincinnati.
Take the fastest route. So that's at 20,000 feet on its own. Interesting. Very interesting.
Head northeast. Then, turn left. Turn left.
Okay, I'm turning left. Let's turn left at the same time.
What's this here? When was the last update to your Echo Toms? Recent. Which was recording 20,000 feet.
In 600 feet. Turn right.
We're turning on 32, huh?
It says north 132. Sorry, yeah, I jumped to 32. Yep, that's the way we're going. 32 east. That's or 32 west.
Half mile. Turn left onto the ramp.
When we get to 275, we take it down into Cincinnati and across the 421 bridge. I can't remember one of the bridges up there. East of Cincinnati off to
Take Maysville.
huh?
Take Maysville.
Take Mays. What do you mean?
Turn left onto the ramp.
Turn east.
Uh,
Not onto 32 west.
oh,
We
need
want to go
back-
east.
we need to go back that way.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I don't know how to go east then.
Uh, where's the phone? There's a storm to the south. If anything's gonna happen, it might happen on that one.
Turn here. Figure out how I can turn around right quick. Okay, yeah, there's a place I can turn around here.
And we have the possibility of catching it. stick this right here. But we have the possibility of catching it.
feet. Turn left. Turn left.
It doesn't look like much, but it's like the only developing storm that is looking independent. And well, if nothing happens with this one, we could just head back home with it.
In a quarter mile, turn right
Because,
onto the ramp.
because to be honest, I think by the time we get to this one, and if nothing happens, that's just about it for today. So, we'll try to chase this one.
Turn right onto the ramp.
Yeah, it's not right. Everything's fine, though. I just don't think anything's really gonna pop off today. At least here. Just due to the simple fact that it's just not warm enough.
It was earlier. It was almost 80 degrees over in Maysville.
Yeah,
But since it's rained here, it's 70.
and the line's gonna be crossing through here probably within the hour. So literally, this is the last ditch effort for something. If nothing happens here, that's probably just about it.
Just gonna catch the line.
Yep. If we're unlucky.
Those clouds are looking a bit more menacing that way.
That's probably because that's the line there. Because both lines are just about merging, so there's nothing developing out in front of it. The only like real area of development that has an inkling of a chance is the one near Maysville or Flemingsburg. It's like the only place right now that has like a good chance that we can potentially get to in time. We just need to get there. To be honest, I didn't really expect much today, anyways.
Well, it did look like that little area north of Maysville, between Maysville and Cincinnati, this area where we're at had the highest chance of development anyway, for the entire area. From what you were looking at last night, it had the highest cape.
Even then, that doesn't really matter much if it doesn't really matter much if it can't, warm up enough.
Hey, there's someone else from Madison County, Kentucky, right here with us.
Oh, how'd you tell?
Read there's a Kentucky license plate that says Madison at the bottom.
Ah. Vlog from home like us. Yeah, nothing developed from this one. That's about it. I ain't gonna beat a dead horse. It does look like it is weakening already. So the storms were not able to get what they needed off here. Which, in the sense of, well, in the grand scheme of things, that's probably what we should hope for. is that nothing happens. That would be the best case scenario, just nothing happens. But other than that, it really does look like nothing did really happen, other than just to the north and like Athens and all that earlier in the afternoon. That's about it. Here, there is not really much. We're just gonna check this one storm out, because to be honest, it's just kind of on the way home. So if nothing happens here, or if we just don't see any other storm in the area that has severe potential, we'll just probably call it the day. Because, well, we don't feel like night chasing.
Well, about the only thing we can get at that point would be
Well, even
tornadoes.
then,
High
the
winds.
tornado watch is going to expire in about an hour. The best opportunity passed. Which, thankfully, no tornadoes here in the Ohio Valley. It's probably the best thing you can hope for in a severe weather event. Slight risk, yeah. There wasn't much expectation in the first place, but you never really know. Because there's still been plenty of times, well, kind of a handful of times that a marginal risk still produced like an EF3 or something along the lines of that. So, we'll just check this one out. We'll check any of these ones along the way.
Looks like people use this area for it's tillable. It's just, I mean, it's an air. It's good. Looks like plantable farmland, but why is there so much water just sitting on top? Is it just saturated, or is it got clay underneath the soil? This might not be those clams. Drifting towards feature there's a whole train sitting over there. It's been rusted and broke down. I saw the engine facing that way, and then we had a line of train cars right along the road there. It's like a derailed train that's never been moved. It hasn't been moved in decades.
Yeah, that one's falling apart. Even if nothing's happening, we'll still stay live till the probably till about the watch goes away, because anything can happen in that time, and I don't want to have to restart stream if something does happen. So we'll stick it out for the time being. Hope that nothing happens, but prepared in case something does happen.
Still in the churches I see everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce said, instant relief now.
Hmm.
It's like, I love the joke.
In a half mile, turn right onto the ramp.
So it wants me to go this way.
In 800 feet, turn right.
Damn, that's a long line. Alabama. Oh.
Do you need new glasses?
No, it's just
I don't know.
that's just small text from like I don't know, 10, 20 feet away.
I think it's time to get you an eye exam. It won't hurt.
I could still read
And you could
road
probably
signs
keep
and
your
shit.
same frames if you really wanted to.
Huh?
You could probably keep your same frames if you really wanted to. Sounds like you need an eye exam.
I can still tell that's
Right.
Jackson. We're about 80 miles away. Ha. I was right. It was just small text. Several feet away. I can still see everything just fine. That I need to see.
Line's not too far away. You see it over there? See the edge of that line.
You might get caught up in it. It's still I think if it was white, that's hail. Typically. Okay, yep. Expires in 1 hour.
Pretty cool.
Is that a swords?
Oh, I like their metalworks. Holy crap, that's
It's
pretty
actually
cool.
kind of cool. I'm kind of surprised I knew the name of that dinosaur. Oncoming. And they didn't do a right away thing. Right away light.
I'm just coming with no left turn light. Usually you put a sign whenever it's permanent, and with Lexington you put lights whenever you want to change it.
By the way, for the ones that are watching, we are
Mount
what?
Orb.
Yeah, Yeah, we're currently in Mount Orab.
Ohio.
Yeah, Mount Orab, Ohio, on our way to Maysville, Kentucky. Just,
So what are you seeing?
unfortunately, nothing much. Well, I say unfortunately, it's actually good that there is nothing.
So no storm. It just
Nothing
explain it
for us to
for-
really be on at this time.
Explain it for anybody that's new here. What we're looking at, what we've been chasing, why we're headed back to Maysville
To be honest, the only reason why we're going back to Maysville is just
to stay ahead of the line, pretty much.
pretty much. Because, well,
Right now the line's just to our west, and you can see
what you're actually, yeah, the line is to the west. It's currently, um, in like Cincinnati right now.
we're not far outside Cincinnati though. Not too far outside Cincinnati.
Well, it's like just from radar, it looks like it's just now entering Cincinnati.
You can see that that line's pretty potent. Whenever we're closer in Mount Washington, look to the north and see the big old clouds rolling up.
Yeah. But nothing so far.
So we're just rolling around Ohio, waiting for anything to fire off, and it doesn't look like it's very likely right now.
Nope. I think even then, the majority of the actions to the, not even to the south. It's mainly just in Tennessee.
And that's funny. It wasn't even a big. Well, it was a smaller risk than what we had it this way.
Yeah, I think it'll mainly just be Tennessee and around Pennsylvania.
Most of the risk was for any storms that might fire ahead of this main line. But all of the storms that have been firing have been losing their luster after about 20,000 feet.
Yeah, they typically just stuck around 19,000 feet and just could not break the cap. So, unfortunately, well, fortunately,
It just looks like the conditions
weren't as favorable for supercells. So, no tornado. We still got about another hour till the watch lifts. So, anything can still happen. A spin up can happen at any time. We're just gonna be watching for it.
It looks like that's the primary risk is with the main line of storms. Nothing's really popping up ahead of it. When it does, it's kind of raining out the juice from the atmosphere. Woo!
Hello.
Whoa, we just got smacked with a power line.
Well then.
I didn't expect that.
Neither did I.
Scared the crap out of me.
Well, we got a new mark to the windshield.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Adding on to when the log hit us. And then the dimples on the hood.
Well, since the top of the fan up there, the window's leaking now, I guess I do have to go ahead and get the window changed out.
Probably. I wonder if we can keep this.
What, keep the windshield?
Yeah, keep the windshield.
As a sentimental?
Yep.
I'm sure we'll have more damage. I mean,
Oh, probably. As the season goes on, we'll probably have some more damage.
ooh, that wind.
The season's still young. It's only been going on for about like at most 2 weeks. We still got another 2 months at minimum of severe weather. It's just waiting till it happens. So chances are you'll probably see some of my gaming content mixed in with the storm chasing.
We primarily chase around Kentucky, maybe a little bit down into Tennessee, a little bit into Ohio, Indiana, and West Virginia.
Yeah, we primarily operate out of Kentucky
Central
And-
Kentucky, Lexington.
and just span out part ways into like neighboring states. We don't go too far because, well, we don't want to get caught out like hundreds of miles away from home. That would suck.
I just don't have that kind of stamina. Once you get your team together,
I ain't got that fucking money to do it. Like, I'm sure we don't got, no money to go out that far, let alone a plan if something does go wrong.
Yeah, the covered bridge.
Oh,
Looks like it's not.
I think that's just for a tiny river.
I really like looking at covered bridges. It looks like it's blocked off to vehicle use, but you can probably still walk across it.
Hmm.
I can take a whenever I see covered bridges because you don't see many of them left. Or at least I'm not used to seeing many of them. If you're around eastern Kentucky, you'll find absolutely normal.
I I got some good news. You ready for some good news?
Sure.
There's a single lightning bolt in Monterey, just northwest of Georgetown. The only lightning bolt I have seen on radar at all that wasn't from the main lines. That's it. That's the only lightning bolt I've seen here in Ohio.
A little bit of strength to it.
It's got a little bit of strength. Probably not enough to really do anything quite yet. I mean, I could certainly check. But it's got a little bit of something. Let's see, about 26,000, 29,000. Okay, probably a little favorable, but I don't know. It doesn't look quite like something that can drop a tornado.
Holy crap! Even without the storms, this wind is brutal.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if we don't see a couple of truckers turned over from just the wind alone. I wish you brought your anemometer so we could tell how
Oh,
much
yes.
gusts were, because it's feeling.
That would have been. I can't believe I forgot that. Like, I even had it pulled out and everything. I had it on my desk, and I just completely forgot it. We'll go ahead and readjust that.
But you control everything, and I just pay attention to the driving. For some reason, I still didn't see that
Neither
electric
did
light
I.
come out of nowhere.
That was just one of the most unexpected things. But,
Sorry, I screamed.
okay, so it does seem like there is an actual storm, just northeast of Frankfurt. So what we'll do is, of course, since we're already, like, on our way to Maysville, we'll cross the bridge there at Maysville, or the earliest one we can get to, and I guess just start making our way towards it, because that's really just the only storm.
Should we want to just sit in front of it, since we're pretty far out in front of it already? Sit in front of it and let it come to us, since we'll either intercept it or
It's still going to be hours before we either reach it or it reaches us. It's still going to be like another hour or two. So, if anything happens, we still got time.
and it's well ahead of the line.
Yes, but it is merged with like another 3 cells from the looks of it. So, I don't really know if it's going to do anything too much.
Okay, 16 miles till I turn on 52 east. Okay, so we're gonna be riding right along the river. Is what we're gonna be doing. Basically riding exactly right along the river.
Probably.
52, yeah.
But currently we're just north of Georgetown, Ohio. And just for like a little update, we're currently on our way to Maysville to cross back into Kentucky.
Right now, the big topic of the day is gusty winds.
Yeah.
Be careful if you're a high-profile vehicle, and don't dilly-dally around those big trucks.
Why do I think that's a trash mound?
Probably.
It looks like a trash mound to me.
It does. Probably.
Like-
It's a trash mound.
Okay. I was about to say smells it too.
You're used to them in Florida. Florida, huh?
I could just spot them pretty quickly. Because it just doesn't look natural. At all. Oh no, it's focusing on the little rain droplets. But yeah, there's like only one storm, and that's it.
We're getting back into some warmer air because it's 73 now, but we also still have some rain.
Yeah. Yeah, just little sprinklets.
From sprinkles to sprinklets.
It ain't enough to sprinkle, but it's enough to, get on your windshield. That you just notice it. Oh, that's a messed up sign.
What?
There was like a messed up sign back
Oh,
there.
I thought you were
I think it's
meaning that. Yeah, you were saying something that was not right in the sky or something.
Nope. But it does seem like some storms are starting to get a little more active now. So yeah, we'll stick around Maysville and just keep our eye on things.
It may run some rain ahead as well. That's fine.
If anything, yeah, we'll just stick around Maysville because we can just go northeast from there. We'll see what happens. Echo tops suggesting the nearest one is about 24,000 feet high. Velocity probably not as favorable. Though I haven't switched it to the new one, which still doesn't look as favorable. I don't know why I thought it'd be otherwise. But near Mount Oliver, there was another lightning strike. Um, so I guess maybe we'll have a little lightning today.
Are they just looking at the road, or are they looking at what you're doing there on the screen too?
Both,
Okay.
but mainly the road.
I just want to make sure that you're getting them off the things.
Yeah, there's like a little
Since they don't get to
window.
look at our ugly ones this time.
Uh, Comment in the chat if you guys want me to increase the size of the radar, or if it is like just fine. Uh, for right now, I'll leave it as it is unless you guys say otherwise.
Good luck.
Let's see here. Oh, it's Mount Olivet, not Oliver.
I assume that's what you were meaning, but again, we're in Ohio, and I don't know what the town names are around here. But
Well,
in
Mount
Kentucky-
Olivet is in Kentucky.
Kentucky. Yeah, I knew that there was a Mount Olivet, Kentucky.
Yeah, if anything, I guess we could try to capture like a photo of lightning again. At least leave us something.
I think this is more to be informative. If you're in this area, these winds are pretty brutal. If you're traveling on a north-south road, those winds coming out of the west are pretty rough.
Yeah, the winds are quite rough out here, and
I'd say 30 to 40 mile wind gusts. It's not like a sustained strong wind, but there's definitely some strong gusts.
yeah, these gusts are just gonna be killer. Let's see here. Is any new soundings out for the Ohio Valley? No, but there is dropped internet. Oh well, I don't think it's really gonna matter much given that the one will be in like I think Cincinnati. Not Cincinnati, Columbus. It's either Cincinnati or Columbus, it's one of the two. I forgot where their sounding site is from. For slight rest today, not much.
This can't be the
No,
line.
this is not the line.
Say-
The line is still like back in Cincinnati.
I'm gonna say it'd be much stronger wind gusts if it was the
Yeah.
line.
We're just in the outskirts of another essentially the clusters that were in Kentucky. Cluster. Other than just a wind gust, that's about it. Time lapse of what? Tiny low visibility? I can't quite get a time lapse of that. Just clouds, clouds, more clouds.
What was it that we were watching today? Clouds.
But these are just not the kind of clouds we want. They're just too tiny. Pressure. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the cold front is now just about in the Horn of Kentucky. The tiny, tiny horn. Or one of three. Or many. The northernmost. Cincinnati, damn it.
Talking around Covington, Newport.
Probably. Yeah, just around Cincinnati. It's actually a little past Cincinnati. So, yeah. Storm Chase is probably going to be wrapping up within the hour. Because, well, the cold front's just about caught up, which is going to just push all the storms away and kill off anything behind it. But we'll still be live. Yeah.
Head east.
Oh, no, it's still back in Cincinnati. Like, we're not really getting the line. Not till, like, we're at home, at best.
Then watch. We spend all day chasing and we end up finding a tornado in my front yard.
Luckily, from radar, that seems to not suggest it, but that would be kind of funny. Just have a tornado just pass by at home. Not hit anything, just pass by. Alright, we just passed Georgetown, Ohio. Now we're on our way. I think we're going to be going through Ripley into Maysville.
It's got us going down to 52, turning left.
52, then turning left.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess it's gonna have us right around along the border. Ripley 7 miles, so yep, that's where we're headed, is Ripley. Oh yeah, that's right. We came up through Ripley. We just went a different way. I think we went.
We took 68.
We took 62. And this time
Oh, yeah.
we came back 68, because that's where we turned last time. Ha ha. We went that way. We're coming back this way. We just done a little.
That's just about all it is at this point. Like, we just do loops. Like little patrol routes.
I think part of it is the ADHD inability to sit still.
Sounds about right. But we'll go ahead and have a quick look at the outlooks, just to see if there's anything else going on for today. Outlook still remaining the same. Nothing new. For day 2, when it updates. There we go. There's a marginal risk from the panhandle of Florida all the way up to North Carolina. Nothing too bad. I think it's mainly just for wind. Let's see here. Wind. Yeah, just wind. So it's just mainly going to be a wind threat. So for day 3, just another just thunderstorms down in Florida. Typical. And then nothing for day 4. Nothing for day 5. 6. 7.
Quiet for a while.
Nor 8. Yeah, it's going to be quiet for some time. I will definitely be keeping my eye out just in case. Mainly just looking for other potential days. I do have a little whiteboard that I'll just write stuff down on. Like, okay, here's a potential day.
Do you want to go ahead and look at where it's got us going? If we want to follow what it says, or if you want to readjust the route? Say we're turning left
onto 52 East.
Okay. It just feels like we need to turn
52
right.
is just on the river.
It feels like we need to turn right to get north. The river, or
Because we're going to be coming in from the north. But, if you guys want to see those outlooks, I do intend on linking a second channel to my main channel. This is mainly just, my main channel for like everything. This is probably going to just be where I keep my storm chasing and gaming content. But if you want to see all my potential outlook days, forecasts, soon I'll link a second channel, well, technically a third channel. Yes, I do intend on it, because,
you've got a lot going on with trying to create gaming.
yeah,
You gotta pick a lane and stay.
I can,
It's springtime. It's storm chase season, baby.
yeah,
Right?
it's storm chasing season now. But, yeah, any updates will go there. Maybe I'll live stream on there, we'll see, but chances are I'll probably keep my storm chase live streams, here. But, oh my lord.
That sucks.
So chances are you probably just missed like the entire segment I was just trying to say about the second or third channel that I'm going to be having on the main channel, but
It's probably where we're going back into the mountains.
yeah. Essentially, TLDR, if you didn't hear it from the blackout, third channel is going to have all the outlooks and all that for the Ohio Valley. That's really all I'm going to be doing outlooks for, just the Ohio Valley, and that's kind of what I know the most in this area. Maybe I'll make like a little chase outlook graphic, chase probability. That'd be fun. But yeah, we're still going to continue because there's still a tornado watch in effect. So until that goes away, we're still going. Because that's still a big risk. Well, it's not a big risk, but it's still enough of a risk that they're keeping it.
This is taking us on the big bridge, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
If anything, I'll update this now that we're outside of Maysville. Well, not outside, but we're in Wembley. Let's see here. Probably have us head towards Cynthiana. There. Yeah, we'll just head there. Another hour drive.
Head southwest. Then turn left.
Cynthiana.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Cynthiana is outside of Paris. Okay, I know where that's at.
Yeah, we'll just be heading towards that.
That's south of Alexandria. What I was saying. I've been having a. I don't know why I've been thinking about Alexandria for the last day.
Left.
That's fine. Okay. All the fun stuff. That's where we are. Yeah, I usually just use my spotter network location to just figure out where we are because uh, I use my phone as the front camera because, well, out of all the cameras I have, that is the best one I can use. That can record high quality, or I say high quality, footage.
Look, it takes
So,
money to
yeah.
buy a nice camera. We've already got phones.
We're just gonna use phones.
We've been using phones.
Besides, we really don't need that many cameras. We just need the front one. That's the most important one. And if something happens on our left and right, uh, chances are I'll probably just take the phone and just do that.
Because I'm driving, you don't have to worry about that. That's why we're a team. So that
Yep.
that's just on you having a team. Because I honestly don't know how these storm chasers do it by themselves. That's dangerous. Trying to drive and manage weather and navigation.
Well, they might have someone managing their stream for them, like probably at like a home or something. But what I was thinking about doing is if like I need a left camera, what I'll do is just take the front camera, go to the back, and just have it out there. It's like, yep, it's right there. Hey, a tornado siren.
What kind is that?
I don't remember. I haven't versed myself in the models much. I
You were Sequoia, the whole different types of siren models with the different sounds.
It was me
Um,
because I watched uh Swaggle Studios. He made a video on that. I just like hearing sirens. I have not heard a siren during a tornado warning since
those don't bother
since
me.
Eddyville, actually.
Those times that just do the that doesn't bother me. The ones that always send chills up my spine were
The old clock versions. I want to hear the old ones, like the original sirens used for like a nuclear raid, or those tests. Damn. Yeah, we're currently going through a one of the many clusters that came through uh, Kentucky. Which it's these clusters and then the ones behind it, and then that's it. That's kind of like all. Yeah, that's all in Kentucky, other than like a severe thunderstorm warning to the south. Yep. Which I'll go ahead and check on that one real quick. Oh, that's an entire line. Yeah, 1 inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds, both radar indicated. So. Alright, just a little update on our location. We are We're currently going through Ripley on our way through Maysville towards Cynthiana.
Why are we going to 50?
Well, that's just going to throw us straight through all the storms if we essentially go through that way. And just so that we're at least near like 75, so that Pullman's just easier. It's killing two birds with one stone, in a way.
Start heading back home while today's
Yeah.
first day to have it blind.
Yeah, we're just essentially on our way home, but still preparing for anything to pop up. Chances are we'll probably catch this little area here of higher rain, higher rain density. Just for fun, I could really just start going scientific terms just to mess with people, like using convection and moisture, literally just anything that I can just remember off the top of my head that yeah, just to have a little fun with it.
What river is that? I know that's not the Ohio.
Yes, it is the Ohio.
It is the Ohio?
Yes,
Oh, okay,
that should
yeah.
be the Ohio.
Where is it? Because I thought that, oh, okay, it's on the West Virginia border. It's where the, okay. Yeah, that's the Ohio. Okay, so I was thinking of like the Tubbs Fork and, Sam Rivers that ends from the Ohio along the Kentucky border, but I guess it's further south from, the West Virginia side. Ashland, back down toward that.
Mm. So far, I think today was chill though. Damn. Unfortunately, unable to capture anything, but that's not the worst day we've ever had. If anything,
I know you always expect to find some big storm or something, but it can be.
well, today was a slight risk.
It can still
I
be
went in
used,
knowing that the chances of that was very unlikely.
but still, just being able to see what the weather is like on the road you're going to be driving is helpful.
Yep. I'd say just chasing at least a slight risk would be helpful to anyone that needs to know that what's going on in their community. Well, at least around their community, like what the conditions are looking like. Because, yeah, I understand people, well, chasers normally don't chase slight risks.
I know as much as you like me, I really think this is your passion.
Well,
Or at least that's
I
what it
kinda-
appears to me.
if I really wanted to, I could. I have all the things I need to, just straight up switch over to weather. But at the same time, my main channel was kind of built upon gaming. And to just do that would just,
I get it. A lot, well, weather affects gamers too.
it affects everyone. Maybe I'll start shifting, like, slowly over time to more weather-related content, but as of right now,
It costs money to chase too.
but yes, very much.
Yeah, it's not cheap. Especially
And I
since
ain't
it's going
monetized
up.
yet, so
What was it? Last time I filled up, I paid the $3.20, and that was at Sam's Club with the discount.
yeah, it was.
It's shot up over 60, 70 cents in this area in the last week.
I know damn well 50, 55 cents.
Well, it was $2.65 is the last time I filled up, and then this past time I filled up at Sam's Club was $3.29, I think, $3.19 maybe. No, well, I guess it is close to 50 cents. You can see some of the cloud bottoms now, as far as
Yeah.
the
You finally see something. I guess my spotter location just decided to stop updating. No, it was 3 minutes ago. We're crossing into Maysville from the north bridge. Anyways, if you guys would like to support the channel, just helping us pay for gas and all that, I do have a buy me a coffee. It's on the channel page. I don't think I put it in the description. I think I completely forgot to do that, but
You need to take a look at the merch I designed for you and tell me which one you want. That way, we can check you out.
yeah.
And that way, if they like whatever you're wearing, I can just go ahead and reach over the website to sell merch from too.
Yeah.
And
But
tell me which design you like. We'll print, get them printed out. That's me.
mhm. We just gotta look like a.
Well, you can claim it under your print. If you put anything with your logo or design like a uniform, you can claim it on your taxes for print to do your business.
Yeah, you get to use expenses
Yep. You buy
as a
your-
tax cut.
Yep. It's the only clothes that they'll pay for is the branded clothing. So let's design some branded clothing, and then that way you can buy yourself clothing and have it as a tax deduction.
That's if I make any money.
Uh,
That's if I make any money. For the business. I think there's still a couple things I need to set up that I have not quite yet done, but the majority of things are still done or done.
well, there's not that much tornado and storm chase related weather gear out there. Surely somebody else would enjoy some of it too.
Now you know what?
That might actually help you get going.
You know what we need?
Buy you a coffee. You don't even drink coffee.
Buy me some gas. But you know one thing I've never seen yet?
What's that?
A weather guru.
What do you mean a weather gear?
Like, not like the gurus that just talk about weather and all that. What I'm more specifically talking about is like people that the ones that do like get rich quick schemes and all that. I've never seen someone yet that's tried to
Oh,
sell courses, like exorbitant prices on courses for like how to learn weather, and it's just the most basic information. It's like, this is rain, that is a cloud, cloud makes rain. Like that would
there's
be
seriously courses out there like that? No wonder
no.
I
I'd certainly hope not.
hope there's
The only course that I'm aware of is just Convective Chronicles course. That one's I'm aware of, which he's got both free and paid content, which it's only like $10, $10 to $20, I think. So learning how to storm chase on that would, if you want to learn how to storm chase and forecast, or at least learn how to, I'd probably suggest going to Convective Chronicles. I think it was Storm Chaser Coaching or something like that. I know it's on his channel though. It'd be best to check that out if you're interested in storm chasing and all that.
And I strongly recommend you get defensive driving training because driving in some of this weather is not easy.
Storm chasing is just a lot of driving, waiting, and patience.
It's not exciting until all of a sudden it is, and then you need all of your engines to fire while your body's trying to tell you to run.
Yeah, just
You gotta be able to think clearly.
and you're not always gonna see a tornado. By technicalities, I have chased 3 tornadoes, but I have not seen a single one of them with my own eyes.
I saw
Yeah, you got lucky with the Eddyville one.
because I was keeping my eyes on the road. You had your head down in the computer.
Yeah. I didn't get the opportunity to see all 3 of them, but I definitely did chase them.
Yeah, well, we saw the debris from one of them that ended up becoming the London tornado. The one that was F4 through London. That
Yeah.
is, there's still barely recovering.
Oh, we had lightning.
Oh, does that mean this gain is strength?
Hey, what's that?
What? See something that way?
Probably, yeah. What is that? Looks like a shelf cloud. Here. I'll go ahead and just do this. Look at that, everyone. Go and just keep going. Damn it, focus on the cloud. You know what? Here. Look how beautiful that is. We might still be in for today.
What's that one looking like?
There is a special weather statement that was just issued for the storm that we're actually looking at. 40-mile-an-hour winds with 0.75-inch hail. I would like to actually turn back around. Yes.
Let's see if I can pass it. Okay, looks like I can. Oh, nope. That's an overpass.
Yeah, if we can find a place to turn around, we're going to need to go back into Maysville. I'm going to go ahead and check out the Echo Tops here. We're looking at about 59,000 feet.
I don't see it.
Velocity,
It's right
I don't think that would quite be legal. Let's see here. Okay,
now. Okay. Yes.
the potential.
Let's go.
Whoa!
Got something?
Is it trying to have a couplet or something? It looks like it's trying.
Well, it looked like it had a bit of a wall pop
Oh yeah, we're definitely turning around on that one.
in it.
We might have a potential, I didn't even see it until now. Like, that I was not even aware of. But, yeah, we're definitely getting an uptick in lightning, so, yeah. We might actually have something today. Surprisingly, around Maysville. So, we're going to try to get turned around here and hopefully get ahead of it. If anything, we're going to try to keep an eye on it. We're going to stay south and east of it so we can have a good view of the rain-free base, which is essentially just the underside where normally a tornado would be. So,
The quickest place to turn around will probably be to the right.
okay,
I'll go up here, turn around. Come back.
got it.
600
Wait a
feet.
second.
Turn
So,
right.
If this road
Turn
wasn't
right.
so narrow, I'd probably be flipping on it.
here comes the fun. We'll probably stick onto this storm. Let's see here.
You see it right there?
Yeah, I can see behind.
Oh, I can turn that off.
Alright, let's have a looky here. There's potential. A lot more potential than what there was earlier. I think we were just in the right place at the right time. I'll lower the camera a bit. I don't want to show people houses. We'll go ahead, toss the camera back there. But if this thing can get its act together, then yeah, we have a potential storm we can chase. It really just needs to get its act together. Chances are it probably could just turn into a spin up. That's what I'm assuming is happening. That's a potential spin up that can occur with this. So we're gonna keep an eye on it since we're already out here. Yeah, it looks like it's starting to strengthen. So
Oh, you'll be able to have a good look at it. Here it is.
look at that.
You got it.
Finally, something interesting. We've been driving around for the past 5 hours. But
Where's the... Alright, take a look at it. We got...
let's see
we got-
here.
Oh, right
Looks like it's being fed pretty nicely. Nope, keep going. Because we are behind it.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure if you want me to get a good view of it or anything.
But it does look like it is being fed in.
Not a lot of movement.
Yeah. There is lightning with it, so it does seem to suggest that it is strengthening. Let's see here. What are we looking at the gate to gate? 6.7. Oh, what the? Oh, 40 miles an hour outbound, and about 6 miles per hour inbound. So gate to gate, about 50-ish miles an hour. 50, 55. Not enough for a tornado, but
Look at that scud.
I'm gonna hold you personally. Yeah, we're definitely gonna keep our eye on this one. If it does drop something, we're probably gonna be the only ones on it. So, there also does seem to be a potential second one near Manchester that can. It doesn't look as strong. But we're going to keep our eye on it.
Oh, we got a nice view here. The whole storm.
Yep. Oh, wow. Doesn't look like much, but it is certainly quite a looker.
Not a lot of movement to it.
To be honest, this is the most action we've had all day. Like, we've just been driving around all across the Ohio River.
Basically, been driving up and down the Ohio.
Yes, it is indeed strengthening. I am seeing some more green flooding in, so it does seem to be tightening.
Just keep going into Maysville?
Yep, keep going into Maysville. It is going to be northeast of Maysville, so what we'll do is take 52 when we get in there.
Go back the way we came.
Yep, we're going to drop south towards into Maysville. Take the same road we did when we were going to go towards West Union.
Yeah, but don't take me
But
down
we cannot go into West Union.
So we can't.
Well, actually,
We can't drop down to that one that you were trying to take me to last time because of all the.
we'll stick to 52, actually. There is multiple other ways we can get out and ahead of this without running into the problems. So I did see along the way to West Union that there was some closures, so we do want to be careful about that.
Say that one that you were trying to take me down before, it had a lot of flooding, so, or at least we saw the signs where the had the 5-foot measuring sticks for flooding. We don't want to be anywhere like that.
So far, I've seen nothing, but based off of velocity, it does seem to be strengthening a bit. Currently, inbound, it is 8.9 miles an hour. Outbound, 40.3 miles an hour. So it is indeed strengthening. How long, whether it will strengthen enough, don't fully know yet. But I'm going to keep my eye on it, and we'll see what happens here. And chances are we're probably going to have the only view on this storm if something does drop, so just keep that in mind. I think we're the only ones in this area. Okay, yeah, it is. There's no way it's not strengthening. Because I'm seeing here about 55 mile an hour outbound, and then another. The unfortunate part is 4.5 miles per hour inbound. It does look like it is strengthening as a couplet.
Okay, so what does it mean by outbound versus inbound?
Essentially, where the reds and the greens are mixing, inbound is green, outbound is red. It is relative to the radar, which the radar we are currently looking at is KILN in Wilmington, Ohio. And
If we did see something drop, what part of the storm would we'd be looking at it to drop?
chances are, if we were to see anything drop, it would be kind of in there.
So off to the right a little.
Yeah, probably a little off to the right. A little more that way. In that little pocket area. If anything does drop, it will be more than likely rain wrapped. To be safe. But we're gonna be taking 52 towards Manchester, and we're gonna try our best to stay south and east of it. If it does decide to drop something,
Right now we're south and west of it, aren't we?
but we are indeed on our way to back into Maysville after just spotting what looked to be interesting, is how I'm just gonna put it. It just looked very interesting to me. And then whenever checking radar, yeah, it was just about a velocity couplet where it was starting to form, which is what's going on right now. It is indeed strengthening. So we're gonna keep our eyes peeled. If anything drops, you'll see it here. And I'll try my best to get a good angle of if any tornado does indeed drop.
We might lose signal through here.
Yeah, chances are we might lose signal, so
We're in between the mountains here. Probably a single
if we don't come back in like 30 minutes, chances are we're probably dead. But just to be honest, just kidding. But it will be spotty, but we'll try our best to keep things up and rolling. Yeah, we're looking at about 52 miles per hour inwards, and about 3.4 miles inward, and another
Woo! That's a lot of water.
51 outward. It doesn't seem to be holding itself together as well, but it's still enough to just keep my eye on it. If anything is here. Let's see. Yeah, there does seem to be two couplets in this area. One a little more north, north of Wrightsville and Concord, and then of course the one here near Maysville, which I think would be somewhere over there. Keep my eye on it. I'll go ahead and shift the camera a bit.
We're turning right.
Yes, we will be turning right onto 52. And we'll be keeping on to 52.
I guess not right. It would be that way. South.
Yes, south.
So I think it's left. I'm looking at the bottom.
It all really just depends on if this thing can keep itself together. If it can, then chances are we'll have a tornado. Otherwise, it'll just be kind of a little false alarm. But given it's still having lightning strikes around it, yeah, it's a possibility that it's going to at least... it's not quite keeping itself together, but we'll still follow it just in case. Run, face that forward again.
Aberdeen.
Yeah. We're just going to keep on to 52.
We're up to 65 now since that's come through.
Damn.
So drop the temperature were through here with 79 whenever we left this area.
Just a little update for people that are joining in. We are currently chasing just outside of Maysville, Ohio, or Maysville, Kentucky, Aberdeen, Ohio. And we are currently on 2 potential couplets. One just east, well, northwest of Bradysville, and then a second one just southwest of Lint, both in Ohio. Currently, they aren't much, but earlier they did kind of give us an alarm that that something may potentially happen with these, based off of observation here. So we're gonna keep on to them until they either dissolve, well, essentially until they dissolve or it just becomes too dangerous for us to chase. It does look like they are not holding themselves together that much. Let's see here. Can I have like another radar? Okay. What radar is this? Okay, KLN. Oh, I wasn't even using KILN. I was using the one near Jackson. That kind of explains why things weren't looking right. But yes, there is still indeed the potential of 2 couplets. One in Lynx, and the other one just northeast of Bradysville. We're working our way to try to catch up to the one in Bradysville, but we'll also try to get ourselves in position for one near Lynx, given that that one's also looking a little... Yeah, currently we're in Maysville... Aberdeen. I keep forgetting Maysville's over there and then Aberdeen's here.
The other side of the
Yeah.
river.
I keep thinking of the other side. I don't understand why.
Probably part of it is because Kentucky has very similar sounding names, and the one that is most embedded in your brain for tornadoes is Mayfield. And Mayfield
Probably.
sounds a lot like Mayfield.
So it does look like the one near Bentonville is kind of falling apart. However, the one near Lynx is still going.
It's not going back over the
The tornado watch does expire in 6 minutes, but due to these 2 couplets, we're going to be staying on them until at least we can confirm that they're no longer a potential spin-up. That's, I think, what will mainly happen. Just a potential spin-up. Yeah.
not long.
Because I don't think these will maintain themselves that long. They don't look that strong, velocity-wise. The one near Manchester was holding itself together for some time, but then it just kind of fell apart. It still got the energy that it can do it, but the one near Lynx does look like it has a little more to it. So we're gonna chase that one and hope for the best. So far, no warnings are out for either of these, which is expected right now, because neither of them are strong enough to really warrant it. Though the one I'm more worried about is the one in Lynx, because that one has more activity around it, and it does seem to be getting stronger over time. So I do definitely want to keep my eye on this one, mainly. We're still in Maysville, but we are working our... What? Fuck. Aberdeen. We're near Aberdeen. On our way to Manchester and hopefully into Lynx and Blue Creek. Just to, I guess you could say, supervise the storm. Just gonna try to supervise it. But it's definitely showing some more activity with it. So, if anything does drop, we'll try our best to be the ones on it to show you what's happening and where it's going. And probably some cool footage of it.
On the road and up the river. Looking over at the river. I find it fascinating looking at the hidden driveways that go down to the river.
Mm. Yeah, where these are moving fast, chances are we'll probably only get glimpses of it if we can catch up fast enough. But we'll see. We will see.
Southeast right now.
A severe thunderstorm warning was just issued for the one near Lynx. It is currently with 1-inch hail and less than 50-mile-an-hour winds, both radar indicated. It expires in 33 minutes. So, if you're in the area, make sure taking proper cover. Which means don't be outside. Ideally, don't be outside. But this thing is moving at about, now that I can actually see, is moving east-northeast, 63 degrees at 38 knots. Which I think it's 40 to 50 miles an hour, I want to say. Because I know knots is faster than miles per hour. That's if I can remember properly. We are still keeping our eye on the one near Bentonville, Ohio, just in case. But we are mainly starting to focus on this one here. Okay, so the tornado watch was just extended for another hour. Let's see here. Yeah, the tornado watch was indeed extended for another hour. So, mainly just for, I think, eastern Ohio and parts of Kentucky. Mainly where these storms are occurring, that we're currently on, actually. It looks like it may try to re-strengthen around Bentonville, West Union, but we'll keep our eye on that one. Let's see here. Union. That one is less likely to do anything, but it still doesn't hurt to keep our eye on it. I guess you could say we technically got our storm chase extended another hour.
It's lovely daylight. 7 o'clock.
Yeah. So we got another hour of this. At least for the area we're just chasing in. Because that's only where the tornado watch is. It's quite literally the area we're in. And then a little farther south towards like Owingsville and Moorhead. So, we're going to keep our eye on everything. Okay, so it does seem like the one near West Union is starting to falter. The one near Wamsley, or actually over Wamsley by now, it's still potential. Like, there's still the potential. I'm not going to rule it out. But, there's still the potential there. So, we're going to keep going. But, current location update. We are southwest of Manchester, and we're currently on our way towards Wansley to catch up with this storm. I think we're moving at about the same speed, if not a little faster.
Between 60 and sometimes I find myself getting up to 70. So I honestly don't know what the speed is on this road because I haven't seen anything since 35. But there's no way in hell I'm going 35 on this way out in the 50. 55.
I could figure it out. It's 55.
So I figured.
Okay. Oh, it actually does seem like the one near West Union is starting to regather itself. Because I just saw it is starting to slowly bring itself back together. The one near Wamsley is still close, but not. It's close, but no cigar. I'm just gonna put it like that. It's close, but no cigar. But yeah, chances are we're probably gonna go after the one, if it does continue to develop, the one southeast of West Union, since that is the closest, and probably the one we'll have the best sight on. Unfortunately, where we're on a state road and it's only going 55, we won't really be able to get out ahead of it, but we can try to get as close as we can to it. So we'll do our best to provide the best coverage we can of these storms here. Are we going slow?
It's 35 through here.
Shit. Well, maybe it'll give them some time to develop. But it does look like the one near West Union is starting to get its act together again. So, once we get out of Manchester here, we're going to have to start hauling ass mainly towards Blue Creek, which is still a good ways away.
Stop.
So,
I'm just, um, this is Appalachia to me. This looks like Appalachia.
oh my lord. Yeah, we're in Manchester. $35 here.
I gotta keep going faster than the person does.
I've got you on Blue Creek. Honestly, if I had realized sooner that that was happening, because I probably should have been looking at velocity, which I was kind of neglecting throughout the time here. But the severe thunderstorm warning here just got updated. I think it was just an extension. But it is currently moving northeast at 55 miles an hour, so we are probably not going to make any real progress on this with these current roads.
There, something else you want to try, or just
This is the best route to get to these two potential couplets. If anything else occurs behind us, which they did adjust the tornado watch area to essentially just like the cluster of storms we're on in Ohio. So we'll keep on to these until their severe threat is gone. They like cross into like another state. By that point, I think we just overstretch ourselves.
uh,
It does seem to be a lot weaker than it was. Both of them. Uh,
we may cross into another state like West Virginia.
we're back. Hopefully nothing happens. Again.
We're going at 247, is that right?
Yes.
Alright.
It's the one we're actually trying to catch up to. The one in Wamsley. When was our last position update? 6 minutes ago. So yeah, we're probably...
We're riding some ridges here.
Okay, so we are back for the time being. Chances are it'll probably not stay that way. Knowing, chasing out here.
Like a volunteer fire department. Oh yeah, yes, okay. That's a little town there. A village.
So, so far, the storms still seem to be going.
We're going back down. Going back down. So
Oh boy.
just let you know that at some point we may lose the signal again since we're going back down. See anything? We are facing
No.
north is what it's saying. I don't even know where we're looking.
Oh, that's what it made us take. We're heading towards West Union.
Turn right. Yeah, that's what it says on here, I think.
We're going backwards.
Oh. What do you mean backwards?
It's taking us kind of away.
Okay, well, where do we want to go?
Well, I mean, it's going to take us back from the looks of it. I see what it's having us do now. I found this again. I thought it was taking us to West Union. I was like, what the fuck?
It's
Turn right.
But no. It's having us take a back road.
They have to stop, but I don't.
New internet.
In a quarter mile. Turn right. Right.
Report. Okay, I guess this is the last time we go.
Is this a...
I don't know. You look at this and tell me. Okay, 2.8 miles. I'm turning on Wagner Ripple Road.
If it turns dirt, we'll just turn back around and call it a day.
I don't think it's a perfect road. It's a smaller road. I'm I'm not scared of small.
Oh, did it reconnect? Huh. Well, I guess we're back. Well, I guess we're still continuing for the next 30 minutes, at least.
You say it could make up
Like
its
5.5 miles. So, little bit of an update. We are currently in West Union. We broke off from the storm because it was just too weak. So we just opted to kind of just leave the area. They just updated the watch. So, as far as I'm aware, chances are it's going to be allowed to expire. We will stay live until that does indeed happen. Once that does happen, chances are we'll probably just start heading home.
Doesn't look like a whole lot's firing right now, does it?
Yeah.
All the storms are starting to go weak or get absorbed.
All the tornado potential ones are starting to go away. That is indeed what's going on. So, we will stay live until 7 o'clock Eastern.
What,
Just in
34 minutes?
case. Yeah. Just another 30 minutes. Just in case anything happens. Because the last time I said that, well, that brought us all the way out to, like, trying to get to Blue Creek. So, we'll stay alive still.
Hey, if anybody's from this area, it's awful pretty in here.
It is indeed pretty up here. Oh, there's State Farm.
I was more excited about the UDF. State Farm just banged with UDF. Oh goodness.
Fair enough.
Well, I should have stopped there and got us a milkshake.
Oh well. Maybe another time we'll be able to come back here.
Well, Ohio stuff's starting to creep down into Kentucky. Maybe we'll get a UDF. We've already got Skyline and LaRossa's. Give us a UDF.
Yeah, at this current time, we are we are currently in West Union, Ohio. So we're gonna start making our way back south into Maysville and eventually into Kentucky. Well, back into Kentucky.
Basically, one of the only ways to get back across.
Yeah,
the river.
basically one of the only ways to get back. So.
That's the only downside about living in Kentucky is it's surrounded by rivers, so you got to find ways to cross bridges just to get out of the dense states. Except for south towards Tennessee. That's about the only way you can go is towards Tennessee.
I know my legs need a good stretch. Yeah. We need our legs stretched. Holy. We've been in the car since like 12 o'clock. So, we've been out here trying to chase for like 6 hours now. And the only real action we had was just what happened between Maysville and like Lynx. So,
Looked like it was starting to come together, but it just couldn't.
out of all the 6 hours, we had about like 30-ish minutes.
I don't know. The most exciting part for me was whenever that electric wire, that
Ooh,
power line
yeah,
slapped
you're
my
right.
windshield out.
Which it's actually gone. The rain cleared out the thing. Yeah, earlier, if you guys were not on stream, we did get slapped by a power line.
It was
I
just,
think it was just a detached power line. I don't think it was active, but it just smacked into the windshield.
That sent me screaming when I squawked out.
I'm sure on the camera it might have been picked up. I don't know. I think it was, at least the view of it.
There
But
were no down power lines or anything. It was just a loose line, just I guess dangling from the pole and it slapped, caught in the wind. And
yeah, it was just
slapped
dangling
apart.
there. So
That
we
was
had a little
back-
jump scare.
That was back around Mount Orb, wasn't it? Yeah, it
Thing.
was.
We seem to have a habit with things hitting the van. It was the log in Eddyville, and then of course the hail during
I can't
last
control-
year's.
I can control where
Like
the
golf
vehicle
ball sized.
moves, but I can't control what comes flying at the car. I mean, there's only so much I can do if it's flying at me.
This windshield has dealt with more damage, surprisingly, and just still holds. Which is kind of just impressive. That it's just been holding the entire time.
I'm proud. This thing's old. Kind of getting up there in her age. A lot of miles on it, but I'm not gonna hurt her faces and keep her going. I like this thing. Comfortable ride. That's the part.
Fair enough.
And I expect at some point we'll be loaded down with chainsaws and stuff whenever we actually get into the heat of things.
Yeah.
Oh, we need a gas powered. It would be nice to have a gas powered chainsaw because
I'm about to make a list.
those electric ones are nice for around the house, but they ain't gonna go through some of these big
Mhm.
trees that get down.
Yeah. Luckily, the season's still early. I think there's only been one real severe weather day so far this season, which was, of course, yesterday's event. And I think there was like one more, at least an enhanced. But as time goes on, that is going to change. We are indeed going to try to chase as much as we can in the Ohio Valley. So,
Basically, Kentucky and the surrounding states,
yeah.
mostly centered around Kentucky because that's where we live at.
I'd say the
Oh, didn't we? That one.
that was not a high risk. That was a moderate risk. The high risk was for let's see here. The high risk was like for a small part of Kentucky, Tennessee, along the Mississippi River. That's where the high risk was that was released. And then another moderate risk we chased was the one that sparked the EF4 in London. That was another moderate risk. And then, of course, a handful of slight risk. I think the Eddyville one was initially an enhanced risk, but it got updated on day one to a moderate. I might need to look into it again because you might actually be right. It might have been a high risk, and I just completely forgot about it.
I thought whenever we chased it, you were all excited because it was like a day 3 enhanced risk. Well, you would graduate high school. It was like 3 or 4 days out.
Yeah. Just instantly after graduation, going straight onto my first storm, like real storm chase. Only like, I think 3 days after graduation, and then now we're like 3 years later, still chasing
Driving 12 hours it's straight in it.
another set. Full
Bluegrass
time.
and Illinois that tend to get more than we do.
I'm gonna get your phone charging.
It's rare in eastern Kentucky, but whenever it does happen, it's devastating. Because I mean, if you look, well, it's mountains and valleys, and where's the wind gonna be funneled to in the valleys?
Yeah, that
That's
London
what makes it
tornado. I'm still surprised
It's-
that we were on the storm that produced that early, and I'm thankful we didn't stick to it.
Well, everyone gave up on it right as soon as it
I don't
started
blame
fizzling
everyone.
out around. It started fizzling out around Bowling Green. So with it fizzling out around Bowling Green, everyone kind of gave up, but it was recycling. That's what
It was mainly just, I think everyone would have still been on it if it wasn't, if it didn't block the road.
That was the terrifying part. Is it was right there along that main road. It rode right along the Hal Rogers Parkway.
Yeah.
And you would have to have been on the north side of it, which was you don't want to be on the north side of the tornado.
Especially whenever it occludes. Which I don't think that one wasn't occluding Supercell.
Well, it was moving northeast. You can tell from the path.
The
that it
Eddyville one
crossed.
wasn't including one. That one wasn't including. I do remember that one. It just didn't have enough time to get a second one going, where the cold front caught up. I'm certainly going to be more careful though.
Oops, I just ran a red light. Sorry. Messages. It's okay. I'm watching you. Sorry, you didn't see that.
Man, I'm gonna get banned.
What? I didn't.
It did look like you were gonna have enough time though, and then it.
I should have been slowing down. You're supposed to be
600
good.
feet.
I think I was
Turn
speeding
right.
too. Speeding and running
Mm.
red light. Just telling myself all over.
Well, other storm chasers are much worse about it.
Smack my hand. I'll do better next time.
Give you a little slap on the wrist. Okay. We are currently outside of Aberdeen by this point.
We're in Manchester right now.
Oh, Manchester. Okay.
Basically, we done a little circle through the middle of nowhere.
We've literally just been always coming back to Maple in Aberdeen.
Well, we've only got a couple of bridges to cross the Ohio. You can't really. You got to keep circling back. This is an adorable little town. It just looks like it's been forgotten.
Mountain Dew. This is a really nice town, though. I wouldn't mind driving through
I wonder if it's been
Small
flooded or
towns.
anything.
That's a possibility.
Good. I mean, look at this. This is absolutely adorable. But every one of these, well, I can't say all of them because there are a few shops, but
They look a little washed out.
they look well. They looks like they haven't been loved in a long time. But
It looks like a lot of places are just straight up abandoned.
that's Appalachia for you. That's the reason why I said this reminds me so much of home. And
I don't see a single light on in those buildings.
It's an adorable small town that's just been forgotten. It's been abandoned. There are still people here.
But just not enough.
Most of the people that are left in Appalachia are either too old, don't want to move, or they're too poor to move. Say this town probably has a lot of the same problems as most of Appalachia. High drug use among the population because if you've got nowhere to go and nothing to do, you have no hope, nothing to look forward to, and obviously it doesn't look like there's hardly any jobs in this town for the amount of people that live here.
Yeah. Kind of bad.
That's the problem with most of Appalachia. It's that the people that are left are old or just too poor to move. So the only thing left is to bring money into the area. I don't know. That's the reason why I said I wanted to look up the history of this little town, Manchester, see what it's about. But it reminds me a lot of back home.
Oh, I'm very
Appalachia.
tired though.
You're tired?
Yeah. I think I only got like 4 or 5 hours of sleep.
I feel like there was a risk.
I wasn't, to be honest, I was probably going to sleep through the day. It is out in Western Kentucky, because at least with Western Kentucky, we can just about keep it as long as we're on like the parkway. Just about.
The big problem over the mountains, whenever you're in a valley, it's hard to get signal.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of moved here for the mountains. I cannot keep to the like flat land of Florida forever.
Although I didn't mind that flattish kind of area up there around Ohio, just outside of Cincinnati. Yeah, a little more flat.
Yeah.
That's not bad, but it looked like either the ground was just oversaturated or it just doesn't rain very well.
Yeah, I'd love to move to Oklahoma, but at the same time, I would just be moving right back into plains. Well, flat land. I'd prefer to chase in Oklahoma, not, live in it. Missouri's the farthest I'll go, uh, towards the plains.
I would like to go see the mountains in Colorado. I say
The
that-
Rockies?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Look at the river is just it's flowing. You see all the ripples and waves in it.
Seems fun to swim in.
It'll carry your ass away.
Yep. That's abandoned. I bet you some kids just go in there just to screw around. If they can even get there. Now that I think about it, it doesn't even look like there's a lot of houses over
Their
here.
electricity here was all precarious. Look at all
Oh lord.
all the intertangled with them, and I've seen several that's actually laying down on top of it. But it goes way down to the ground there.
Jesus. Can they, I don't know, fix their infrastructure here? That's just an accident waiting to happen. I can tell we're getting close.
Why? Because they're flatter.
No, because what looks to be smoke.
Oh, from the
Factory.
nuclear plant.
Nuclear plant.
Yeah,
That's a nuclear plant?
pretty sure it is. That's what it looked like to me. I didn't get a good look at it, but I know that they put power plants along the river because of the
Water.
yeah. At least here it looks like it was
It's either nuclear or coal. I want to say it's coal because I'm pretty sure nuclear power plants have to be bigger than just that. Because I have seen one in Florida, and they are quite large. I want to say that probably is just a coal factory. Burn coal to make steam. Well, burn coal underwater to make steam.
I know for sure. Well, I don't know about that. I just know that nuclear you have to have water for. And
Yeah.
that's the reason why this area is becoming targeted by data centers. Is because you see that big ass river right there.
A lot of water.
A lot of water.
And
Maysville is being heavily targeted by data centers. I've heard a lot of farmers are being required to sign a deal to where a company that the city or county won't tell them who it is trying to buy it, but they have to sign a paper that's saying that they'll sell it their land at a specific amount. Basically, to be blackmailed, saying you either sign it or we'll take it. And these people have been living on their land for generations. And you don't come out in the middle of the night out in eastern Kentucky and this area. This is this area is filled with vulnerable people, and I guess that's the reason why they're forcing people to do it.
oh, 'cause, that cannot be.
They haven't said who it is, but there's a strong belief that it's not.
Anyways, we got another 5
Sorry.
minutes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go on a tangent about the plights,
Got a little sidetracked.
the plights of this area.
Anyways,
Oh, you probably didn't know about all the crypto mining that's around Isonville too. A lot of people say that there's a pump that just in the air since those
okay. So, the tornado watch for the area will expire in about 4 minutes. I don't think it's going to be extended, just due to the simple fact that there isn't really any storm that can extend it. The only possibility is just this one near Vanceburg, but I don't think it will really keep it extended for long. Either way, uh, that's just about it for us. Once this tornado watch expires, or we just get out of it, that's honestly about it. We've been out here since like 12 o'clock.
So where's the line at? How are we going to run into it? Is it going to be near or area around late at night? What can we expect from the line? Is it going to line of storms possibly spin ups out of it? Or
It just seems to be a lot of rain.
are there?
Not really, no.
So it seems to the whole thing seems to be dying down for the most part.
There might be small portions, but that's about it. There is no severe weather on it. There is one special weather statement, but that's about it. That's mainly just for the 40-mile-an-hour winds. But other than that, it will just be coming later tonight. But anyways,
See if we have any questions.
well, no one's been saying anything, so I'll assume not. If there's any questions, go and leave them. I'll answer them before we hop off here.
What is that town?
Maysville.
Is that Maysville?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. It just looks bigger. I guess.
That's Maysville.
Okay.
Ah. I know when we get home, I'm stretching my fucking legs a lot. And then probably gonna look at the ensembles to see if there's any other potential days in the future.
It's unusual. It's warm.
That's probably why we're not gonna be severe weather. Yep.
Storms or anything that might be entering the area, or
No, not really, other than just
looks like a
rain.
lot of rain.
All the severe stuff is, I think, either south. Oh, there was a observed tornado in Louisiana.
That's probably why all the chasers went south, but then again, we'll stick around here.
Another one in Maryland. So, I mean, understandable that they go south, just due to the simple fact that, well, no, nothing really happened here.
Well, I mean,
I ain't worried about it.
Huh?
I ain't worried about it. I knew nothing would really happen here. Just the off chance that something did, I wanted to be out there to, yep, to make sure people know that it's on the ground and it's not a, you know. But I see no questions.
It
So
looks like a squished version of the one that goes across the Ohio from Cincinnati. It's like, I think it's 6 lanes. This feels like a very squished, narrow version. Oh, what was that?
that was just my alarm.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, we'll be ending the stream here. I hope y'all enjoyed it. We're gonna be making our way back home.
Great.
When-
Choo-choo.
When the next severe weather event comes to the Ohio Valley, I'll let y'all know if we will be out chasing it. But that's about it, y'all. So yeah, see ya. Hopefully in the next one. Bye.